What's up, guys? It's me, back again. Uh, Win on this, back again. With another Doki Doki Literature Club live stream. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Okay. Okay. So, hold on, guys. Alright. Okay. Alright, so, without further ado. I don't want that right now. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so if you guys were here to watch last stream, you will know that some pretty crazy shit went down. Well, no, to put it bluntly, Sayori oofed herself. Um, um, and yeah, so Sayori went neck. She committed neck rope, and you know, fucking Monica. Uh-oh. Oh shit. There we go. Yeah. Wait, before we do that, let me just. Okay. Sorry. I was just checking my live stream actually on my other monitor. Um, just to make sure that it was working correctly. Alright. So just look and see. Is there anything new? Oh no, that's right. We checked out stuff back when we um, back on during last stream. Okay. All right. So okay. So without further ado, all right. Sorry for the stalling, guys. Well, not stalling, but sorry for the. Uh, Sorry for all that. I'm just trying to make sure everything's okay. All right. All right. So now let's get to it. All right. So right off the bat, um, Sayori is well, that's not Sayori, whatever it is. Okay, questionable. Uh, Start screen. Okay. Um. Oh yeah, and also, whatever Monica did, she wiped out all of our save files, so we can't go back. We can't go back now. So. Okay. Alright. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is something. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let redacted catch up to me. What the fuck? I don't know what that was. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I don't remember him saying this. Did the MC say this? Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Nope. Huh. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Hey, you'd be surprised, man. A lot of girls are into anime. Okay. That's interesting. So, instead of Sayori convincing him to go, he just goes. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I don't know who this is, so I'm just gonna lean on this. Whoa, okay. Monica. Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. Oh, right. Okay. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. Okay. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most, popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Okay. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club, okay. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club. In the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? My god. This horny motherfucker. Alright. Hey, ween on this. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Okay. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. Okay. You're really sweet, Wayne, on this. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Okay. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Oh, Jesus. A guest.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere!
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Win on this. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh my god.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Ah, so Yuri's the vice president in this version. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Ween on this in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new?
Oh, sorry.
I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. Wait, what? Okay. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Wayne, on this? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Okay. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Okay. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. He carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Okay. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, lean on this. What kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. You know, okay. I'm getting kind of nervous, guys. I'm getting really nervous. Alright. Okay. Manga. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yes, we've heard all this before. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to, at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, it's not so. Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Yeah. I'll say.
I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Well, what? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Give that back!
Oh my god, this is gonna destroy my voice. Alright. Okay. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess...
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes. You
wouldn't like them.
not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Yeah, this is pretty much lining up exactly how it was before the first time. Hey, someone else is watching. Whoever you are, welcome to the stream. This is pretty much lining up how it did last time, except there's no Sayori. We all we all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? And Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. After all, I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Inamis? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Inamis. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. Yeah, the reasoning here was different. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... Well, there was another. There was another one, wasn't there? There was, wasn't there? Oh, they left. Okay. There was someone else. That's the thing. There was someone else. Okay. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Fucking pushover. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. With these beautiful girls. Oh my god. Right. Okay. I've decided. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness. Really? Do you really mean that, on this? Yeah. Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Win on this. I'm so happy. Win on this. I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Lean on this. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Wait, is there anything I missed here? Okay. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. So it seems like it's just everything is happening basically how it did before, but I don't know. Okay. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Okay. I like when Papa... Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside. Whoa. Like, bro, is he not usually doing that? Okay. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. You stealing from him? Whoever wrote this is having Papa problems. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Okay, so it looks like. Okay, so alright, all we have to choose from now is we just have to choose between Natsuki and Yuri. So because there's no one in the chat, I'm just gonna choose. Let's do Yuri. Rain cloud. Ah, shit. Wrath. Judgment. Fantasy. Shit. Insight. Depression. Yeah. This is becoming easier now because now it's down to these two. Eternity. Philosophy. Vivid. Secretive. Unrestrained. Explode. Whoa. Anger? Oh, okay. Of course, Natsuki. What am I talking about? Intellectual. Control. Whoa, okay. Uncontrollable. Hurt. Death. Or whirlwind. Ah, shit. Let's see, hold on. Usually I don't. Oh, let's see here. Usually I end on a poem, but that went by really quickly. So wait, why is the music off key? I swear to God, the music is off key. It just okay. Hi again, Ween on this. Glad to see you didn't run away on this. I swear it's off key. Alright. Like it's slightly higher pitched. And it's faster too. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Whoa, okay. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ween on this. Yeah, this is definitely faster. Okay. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Whoa, okay.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack.
You
already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out, or what? But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Why can't I read the... Okay, I can't see past her. That is very strange. That is very, very, very strange. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her bed. Classroom? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Okay. Certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Okay, that's what she said.
Sure.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Leonidas. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. If you ask. Well, wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Wait. Is the classroom tilted, or is it just me? Like, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but... Yeah, it definitely looks tilted. There's something warped going on. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Yeah, it was definitely tilted. Okay, now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh god, what is she doing? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. I feel like all of the voice lines in these events are just being scrambled. Like maybe that's just me, but I feel like it's like this happened. This seems like something that would have happened on the first day or the third day, not the second day. So everything is sort of out of order because of Monica. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... Wait a minute. That's the... There's something wrong with your eye, Yuri. Okay. That's the book you gave me, right? I'm gonna turn this down. I don't want a jump scare coming. I wanted to reread some of it. Okay. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down, just like this game. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I looked at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, this is not the description that she gave before. It's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines. That lust for blood. Man, doing that in that voice, it's kind of fucking hilarious. Just killing machines that lust for blood. That lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse. And they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them. Whoa! What is this fucking... What is this fucking Russian sleep experiment? Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Whoa. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? Miss? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yeah. It's just that this kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. Whoa, okay. But because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Whoa. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess that's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My whole body gets incredible. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. What the hell? So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Uh, that's, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yo! Okay. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but. What are you saying? Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Oh my god. I'm fucking shaking now, guys. I'm not. Uh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. It can be a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her book. Oh god, this feels a lot fucking weirder in this context. I glance over. It's like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of. I don't know what she said there, but okay. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Just like last time, except different. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. Hey, let me just see if I missed anything. Okay. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again. Her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continued the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh god, that was not what you last. But no, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? Oh my god, her face. I was just thinking the way she second guesses things. She second guesses things she says and all that. Uh, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. I didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since you started reading. She was definitely not doing this before. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing was a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. Just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. What the hell? Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? And on this, did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. What? No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. It's nothing alarming. Yeah, it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bed. Okay. Oh, oh, just some cool trivia, guys. This song that's playing right now, I forgot what it's called, but it uses the 50s progression, which is my music nerd is coming out. But anyway, it uses the 50s progression, which is a chord progression that is famous because it's sort of, you hear that. Let me turn it up just a little bit. Yeah, that is that's the 50s progression, which is it's like, you hear it, it's pretty common. You hear it a lot in old songs like Earth Angel, remember from Back to the Future, and it's also called the Stand By Me progression because it's the progression used in Stand By Me. And I'm not going to. I was about to start saying some of the lines, but I'm not going to because copyright. But anyway, all right, I need need to stop like shifting back and forth. Okay, so who should I show the poem to next? Or first? Let's do Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Wait, when did I say that? Okay. Oh! Okay. Alright, okay. Okay.
Lean on this. If you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh?
What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start from somewhere, right? I'll start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. She was talking about my poem. Why am I? Oh. Okay. Alright. Whatever. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Wow, okay. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly. Yeah, this is the same thing. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, eagles can fly.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Again, I thought she was just short and not actually... But okay. I thought she was just short and not, like... And not actually younger, but okay. Monica, who should I... Next. I win on this. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ween, on this. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Win on this. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy, and you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social... Yeah, this is different. She was not saying this about her before. She must be really starved for social interaction. So don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looks for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Yeah? Already? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being late. Blah. Stumbled there. Okay. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. Huh. Oh. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there, swallowing my fears. I brandish my pen. Okay, I think this is about us, guys. So, what do you think? It's very free form. Yeah, you can call it that. If that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Again, like I don't know how you do that, but okay. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. Okay. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Alright. Sorry, was just checking something, guys. Alright, let's go back to it. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Yeah, this is... Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last ship yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms. I bathe. Calms. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker there. Okay. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Leonis. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. But it's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. This is like basically exactly what it was the first time I went through. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, and in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Leonis. Me too. Okay. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Oh, that? Okay, I thought that was out of key for a second. Okay. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. I just land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something? Uh-oh. Fight, 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 fight.
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Humph. Humph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Hanukkah liked it, and We on This did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And this like my poem too, He even told me he was impressed by it. I'm gonna turn this down. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Oh no, what's going to happen? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lean on This appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more?
Okay.
Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs. His boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Lean on This started chewing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... Nat and Yuri.
This doesn't involve you.
This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. Whoa, what is going on? You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me?
Me? Look who's talking. You wanna be a little edgy bitch?
Oh god, what the fuck is happening? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Oh god, what is going on?
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Damn.
Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
What? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Like we're gonna miss your everything you really think. Sure, it'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Lean on This. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true.
What the fuck is going on?
She started it.
How did I get... What? What the fuck? What am I? What the hell? What am I supposed to do? Uh. Yuri, I guess? Whoa. The hell? Oh, okay. Hi, Monica. How you doing? Uh, what? What the hell? Um, hey, wait on this. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. Oh, okay. She looks sad. Oh, okay. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. They're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. You see, this is what would happen if Sayori wasn't here. Or did. Wait on this. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over. So you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Okay, well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I just I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with you on this. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Okay. Well, this is Doki Doki. Alright. Ooh. Alright. I think that's long enough. Alright. So alright. I'm gonna save there. And I think we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Alright. What do we have? I just want to look at. I just want to look at these. Some of these files here. Can you hear me? What is this? There's a little devil inside all of us. Can you hear me? Text. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. I think I know who this is. I think this is. It sounds like Monica. It sounds like Monica is trying to convince us. Is trying to get us to believe some bullshit. All right. Read this. I don't think I have. This is a scratch disk. Do not use it to store sensitive or permanent thing. Wait. Yeah, I have. File copy test from disposable drive to thin client. Okay. Access keys found so far. Tower rotation. Key pair 1. Gear, boat, spaceship? Something? Clock time. A 3-digit number combination somewhere. I don't know what this is. So I guess as we go on, okay. Let's reset. Okay, elevated. Look at characters. Okay. Do I have any mail? No. One of 11 special poems. DDLC selects 3 random special poems to appear when it started for the first time. When it started for the first time. Interesting. This is cool. Select the word horror during the poem game. Artwork drawn by Sicily to celebrate Halloween 2019. I love that. Fucking cow. Alright. That's nice. Okay. So, alright guys. I think that pretty much concludes the stream. So yeah, things are really picking up in the story, guys. So make sure to stick around for next time we stream. So I'll be you know I'll be back around with another stream within probably the next few days. But until then, see you guys.